139. Guys, we are close to 140.
I thought it was episode 200.
This is not episode 200. Who is doing 140?
I don't know. Me, maybe?
Well, can you figure it out in a week?
When is game show usually? Because if not, I can do Aiden Shoemaker's Impromptu online game show.
Yeah. We basically, if you want to come in clutch, I don't think we planned out 140.
We didn't plan out 140. I can do 140
viewers,
if we really
if you have
need
any
it.
better ideas for 140, put in the description below. It'll be too late, but it'll still be
Yeah, put in the comments.
It will literally be too late because the video gets posted Monday afternoon. We film Monday night. So if you want to have any last minute changes for Aiden Shoemaker,
exactly.
Leave a comment like 1 hour window to watch the video and leave your suggestion, and we
can hot patch the game show.
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
But guys, that might be a lot of movies this week. Nicola, we know you've been, hitting the theater a lot this week.
I hit it one time.
He hit the theater one time. That's more than normal.
Yeah.
That is more than normal.
So
basically, essentially, a hurricane hit Saturday night. Not really, but it was like
not really
hurricane levels of rain without the wind.
Oh, that's good.
So we were kind of stuck inside, and it was like pitch black outside as well. But all you could hear was the rain and thunder, and it was like super spooky. And my roommate was like, "You know what? This would be the perfect night for watching The Conjuring."
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Let's go watch it because that's a 2025 movie. I gotta watch that.
So you walked to the theater in the rain?
No, we drove to the theater. I have a car.
Oh, I forgot this guy has a fucking car.
I drove to the theater.
Begel doesn't have a car. Ew.
I'm in Boston. Where the fuck did I put it?
In a parking lot?
Far more city than Daytona. Daytona, it takes 30 minutes to walk a mile.
30 minutes to walk a mile.
I think you're just slow at walking, Nicola.
No, it's also because you're walking against traffic on a freeway because there's no sidewalks. So anyway, we go to the theater and we go there early because he wanted to see the previews. Surprisingly, at this theater, it wasn't horror movie previews before the horror movie.
It
was just normal ass movies. It was just generic movies.
Stupid because I got a bunch of horror ones for a comedy movie. But no, they need to advertise the comedy movies in front of the horror and the horror before the comedies.
Exactly. Well, we got to the movie, and if you know anything about this movie, it's the last one in the series because it's the last rites because it's like the last case they ever worked before they fully retired.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The movie opens with one of their very first cases where they go to this woman, and this woman's like, "My dad killed himself after he was in this room for too long because he started hearing voices, and my dad isn't crazy. And what's worse is that now that I'm in this room, I'm starting to hear the voices too." And they're like, "Okay, let's go do this." And then they find the evil-ass mirror, and they look at the evil-ass mirror, and the woman, who's like the psychic, she touches the mirror, and the mirror cracks. And then the spooky stuff starts happening. In fact, the mirror makes her go into labor because she was pregnant. So then she runs. So then they rush to the hospital. They leave because went into labor. So they go to the hospital, and she gives birth, and it's a still birth. The child is not breathing. So then she's holding the baby. Oh, also, right before she gives birth, she sees an evil-ass entity crawling across the ceiling and tells the husband, "Protect me," or some bullshit like that.
Naturally.
And then, so then the baby's stillborn, and then she's praying to Jesus. She's like, "Please, God, bring back my baby." And then the baby starts crying, and it's breathing, and it's a miracle. And
I bet it's a demon baby.
Did they throw the holy water on it?
No. It then cuts to 30 years in the future. Or no. First scene took place in 1964. Then this movie takes place in 1986. So, 1986. in Pennsylvania, this family, it's like this girl's sweet 16, and the grandparents are like, so we were traveling across the country, and this person was selling this thing for super cheap. So of course we bought it, because it's beautiful. And it's the evil-ass mirror, of course. So, open the evil-ass mirror, and then some weird stuff starts to happen. Number one, when she goes to blow out the candle, it blows out itself. Number two, the light on the ceiling. Number two, the light that was on the ceiling fell down and smashed her head, so she had to go to the hospital.
Okay, that's way worse. So guys, the candle flickered out and then she fucking dies.
And then she almost dies, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first weird thing. Number one, they thought that was like a little weird, but nah, it was fine. So after that, we kind of go back to the main people, and the main people are like, oh, we don't take cases anymore. We're retired, you know. We have to take care of our daughter because our daughter is growing up. The daughter's grown up now, so it's like the child. So basically, they're like, oh, she's getting married because she's bringing her boyfriend. Actually, the first plot point is it's the dad's birthday, and the dad has some type of heart disease. He already had a heart attack once. The doctor says if you have another heart attack, you will die. So it's his birthday though. So the daughter's like, I'm gonna bring my new boyfriend, and then they do that, and the boyfriend shows up, and he's like, oh, currently unemployed. And, you know, between jobs, I used to be a cop, though. And he's like, so why do you stop being a cop? And he's like, I don't want to get into it. He then goes to the dad and says, like, I know I've only been dating your daughter for 6 months, but, like, if you know, you know, and I know. So he pulls out the ring and says, I want your guys' blessing. The mom loves this guy. She's like, hell yeah. We would love it. You're like this. You guys knew each other for about the same age I knew my husband. The husband's like, this shit is not it, bro. You do not know her. You did not know her for long enough, bro.
Cut it, bro.
Yeah.
You not dating my daughter.
Not true. Oh, also, I forgot to mention. Same day they unfurled the mirror came back. The family was getting pizza at a restaurant, and both the mom and the daughter are like psychic. They have connection to spirits. They're mediums. As soon as the mirror was revealed, like uncovered, they all of a sudden started to hear voices, and they have this like thing built in where they say like this training they have, which is like Lucy Lockett lost her pocket, Lady Jane ran away, you're not there, and then the evil spirit, like the voices go away. Some shit like that.
So the power of rhyming summons the spirits.
No, it gets rid of the spirits. It blocks them.
Oh yeah, because they hate. And then rhymes.
They do that. This creepy stuff. The voices go away, but right as the camera is like on the mom, then it cuts back to the daughter, and we see the evil hand, the gray evil hand. That's like the same entity that was on the ceiling withdraw from behind her shoulder. And they're like, oh, no, that's kind of creepy. Luckily, nothing happened.
Scary.
So then we go back to the family, and the daughter is like, has the mirror in her room. And she's like, that mirror is creepy as hell. I'm going to get rid of it. So it's like trash days tomorrow. They drag it outside. The trash people take it, put it in the trash, basically put it in the trash like truck. And it's one of those ones that compacted, so it just like breaks the mirror. But then the mirror didn't like that, so stuff started to get even scarier around the house.
Oh,
the garbage truck explodes.
No, the daughter during dinner starts coughing. She's like, and then she starts puking, and it's like puke, and then the puke turns red, and then she keeps pouring blood everywhere, and she keeps like vomiting blood everywhere until eventually she sees that she was vomiting out shards of the mirror. How did the mirror get into her stomach? We don't. Entity, bro.
Why would she eat the mirror? Is she stupid?
Yeah, I would not eat a mirror.
A couple times as well, we've gotten the evil grandma jump scare, where essentially the kids in the household would be playing with the doll. The doll would stop, crawl away, look at them, stand up, start to float. They'd look at the mirror, be like, "There's nothing there." Look back, evil ass grandma going like this. And then they go, and run away. Also, the grandma just kept fucking with the mom, too. Just kept fucking with the mom. For no reason really, just to do it. And that's the mom of the family, not like not the psychic mom. So then, the family keeps getting harassed by evil spirits until eventually, two major breaking points. Number one, well, kind of three basically. Number one is the evil axe guy. So essentially, the daughter is downstairs and she's reviewing the tape of the day they got the mirror. And you know what happens? It's a cassette, so she keeps winding the tape. And she's trying to pause it perfectly for when the candle extinguished. She paused it perfectly. And you know what extinguished the candle? Evil ass grandma.
No. Evil ass grandma blew out the candle.
And there's a random ass axe lying on the table. And then evil lumberjack guy comes out and grabs the axe and starts chasing her. And then she's getting chased by the evil axe guy. And then the family comes downstairs, turns on the light, and the axe guy is gone.
No.
Whoa.
No.
So the family's like, bro, we gotta get the church involved. So they called the church. And the church is like,
yes, famously,
when
the axe murderer runs at you, you don't call the police. You call the exorcist, right?
It's pretty clearly
the Conjuring.
It's clearly not a real man. If it was a real man, then yeah, the cops would be involved. But this is not a real man.
The church is like, we're not gonna do shit. You probably fucking lying for attention. But luckily, one of the members of from the original family, like the family with psychic powers, who's like the main characters, they know this priest guy, and this priest guy is like, you guys should really take this case, but they were like, no, we're retired, we have different priorities right now. So the priest goes by himself, and he's like, I'm here to help, I'm actually not with the church, I'm just doing this on my own. So he then starts to do an exorcism around the house where he says, the power of Christ compels you, and he throws the holy water everywhere. Everywhere is fine. He goes down into the basement, though. And the basement, he throws the holy water, and shit starts to smoke like crazy. And he's like,
that means the evil spirits.
There is definitely something in the house. So he goes to talk to the actual bishop. He goes upstairs. He goes to the church, and he's waiting for the bishop. And then all of a sudden, the what's her name, receptionist, just disappears. And he's like, uh-oh, and then everything goes black. And then there's a confession booth underneath there, and the handles of the confession booth is a cross. And the handle turns until it's upside down, so the cross is upside down. So it's the evil spirits of the upside down cross. And then, he pulls out his cross, and he says, my faith is my shield, I know God will protect me. And then you think that would work, but this demon is fucking overpowered because he just lights the cross on fire until the bow has to drop his cross, and then it goes into him. So then he hangs himself. So he kills himself. The priest kills himself. So then the psychic family, has to go to his funeral, and the daughter touches his casket, and then gets flashed how he died in her head. So she's like, "Oh shit, there's something going on in Pennsylvania, and it's connected to our birth, to my birth or whatever." So she goes. Also meanwhile, she's been being tormented by Granny this entire time. There's been a couple scenes where she gets tormented by Granny because again, the boyfriend wanted to marry her. Dad did not approve, but unfortunately, she walked in just as he was asking for permission. She saw the ring on the table and was like, "Oh my god, is that for me?"
Ooh, so they did get married.
"Oh my god, will you marry me?" And then she's like, yes, of course. So of course, over the course of the movie, the dad ends up approving, they get married. But while she's shopping for dresses, she gets stuck in the mirror room where she can see all of herself. And at one point, she drops something, so she goes down, and all of her reflections drop out because it's a mirror room, so it's infinite reflections. Yeah. Everything goes down except for one of the reflections stays standing. And she's like, "What the fuck?" And she stands up and looks at it, and she's like, "Oh, no, I don't like that." And then she feels something crawl underneath her dress and start giving her head. And she's like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" And looks underneath, and it's evil grandma.
Actually?
Yes, it's evil grandma giving her head.
What?
I forgot to mention the scene. Another reason why the family finally got the church involved is because the dad at one point was in bed when evil grandma climbed up to him and then he starts floating up in the air, and evil grandma starts riding him. I'm not fucking with you. And he's getting the best fucking head of his life from evil grandma, bro.
Freaky ass
Nicola,
grandma.
this movie was 3.5 stars for you.
It was really good, actually. I'm just not describing it well, but it was actually pretty good.
You're describing it very
Freaky-ass
in
grandma.
detail, I'll give you that.
Dude, he loves freaky ass
I remember
grandma.
it. And I love freaky ass grandma. So then the family's like finally like, so the daughter touches the casket and it's like, I know how he died. This whatever case this is important. So she runs to Pennsylvania. Like, well, doesn't run. Like she goes to Pennsylvania by herself, and the family's like, she disappeared. Where did she go? Oh no, she went to Pennsylvania.
No.
So they follow her and they get there and they're like, okay, we must do something against this spirit. So then they start protecting the family, you know, they're cheering them up, and then they go into the attic. And also, I forgot to mention Annabelle is in this movie for some reason. I don't fucking know why.
Because
Like the doll?
Well, I think because the daughter has some type of thing with Annabelle. She's probably in the Annabelle movie. I just don't remember watching Annabelle. So anyway, Annabelle keeps tormenting the daughter. Not the daughter, like the psychic daughter. And then lures her up into the attic. And you know what's in the attic? The evil ass mirror. It's back. And it wasn't actually destroyed. It teleported back into the attic.
I thought it teleported into her stomach.
It did, and then it teleported back into the attic.
Ah.
It's a magic mirror.
Yeah.
This
So basically they come down
very
and they're
normal.
And they finally start to break it down. They're like, okay, there's 3 evil spirits in this house. Essentially what happened is a wife and a grandma, like the wife's mom, were hiding in a basement because the wife cheated on their husband, and the husband went insane, so he became an axe murderer, and he trapped them in the basement and then murdered both of them with an axe, and then killed themselves. So they're the 3 evil spirits, but they're not the big bads. There's something even scarier and even more demonic behind them, and that's controlling the spirits. And you know what that demon thing is? It's the very first thing. It's the fucking mirror, bro.
It's important.
Yeah. So basically, they're like, okay, we need to get this mirror out of the house, and we need to do just a bunch of shit. So the final act of the movie is they're essentially trying to. Also, I forgot to say the scene where like the priest the scene where the priest is at the church and he's like confronting the spirit. Low key, one of the best scenes in the movie. Like his entire speech, like God is my shield, my faith is my shield, blah blah blah, is so good. And then also, it's so funny that it just doesn't work.
He just dies.
That the
God did not
so
protect him,
powerful,
bro.
The spirit is so powerful, it just does not fucking care.
Does not give a shit about God.
It's a Jewish demon. So final act of the movie is like they have to get the mirror out of there. So they're dragging the mirror out of there. Meanwhile, mom of the family is getting attacked by the fucking axe guy. The dad and the other dad of the family and the son and the husband guy is all trying to move the mirror. And also I forgot to mention the reason why the guy used to be a cop but didn't was basically his very last case. He like works in a town where nothing happens, but then he got a domestic abuse call. So he goes into the domestic abuse place and he gets a shotgun pointed in his face and he hears a click. So he brings it down. And then after they do that, they get back to the station. His partner tells him, "You're a dead man," shows him the shotgun. The shotgun was fully loaded. It was just a misfire. Like the pin hit it, but it didn't fire. So he took that as a sign, wait a minute, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to focus completely on my relationship with this girl I love. And he quit his job and decided he was going to marry that girl. And the dad's like, you know what? That's low-key fire-ass story. I approve of you. Anyway, so they have to move the mirror out. So they're starting to move the mirror out, and then they use basically shit keeps happening. Like the mirror crushes the dad's leg, not the psychic family dad, but the other family dad. And then the mirror, they put it down in a corner, and all of a sudden it lifts up and it starts spinning. It does 360 no scopes. It just keeps spinning, and then it flies at them, and they're like, oh. And then meanwhile, the dad, the psychic dad, pulls out his book because he does the exorcisms, and he says, So the three family, the psychic daughter, the psychic mom, and the dad are all pushing against the mirror, trying to stop it because the mirror is on top of the husband guy and it's crushing him to death. So they're trying to push it back. And meanwhile, inside the mirrors, there are evil counterparts, the evil versions of them. So the dad pulls out his book. He's trying to do the exorcism. He's speaking in Latin, and the spirit lights the book on fire and says, "Shut your mouth."
They love to burn all
the evil mirror spirit inside the mirror is saying the same spell in reverse.
Basically, so they're like pushing back, and nothing is working until the mom is finally like, "Wait a minute, maybe." The moral of the movie is that we shouldn't be running from fights. We should be facing fights. So she tells the daughter, don't do the Lady Locket go away. Use it. Let it all in and fight back. So she does that. And all three of them, the entire family works together. And the power of friendship ass ending, they seal away the spirit and destroy it. And
wow.
the movie ends.
Incredible.
They did it.
I've heard The Nun and the first Conjuring is better. But I like this movie a lot, actually. I enjoyed watching it. It's just like, I think, in terms of movies, it's a 3.5-star movie.
See,
but it was a very enjoyable watch.
I just
but
don't
it sounds like
The
Conjuring.
It wasn't even that scary, honest. There was some jump scares, but like it was not that bad.
I mean, okay, like I can like handle like the jump scares if it's a good movie, but it didn't sound like the plot was like very engaging and the character.
Okay, but I'm also bad
really deep
at explaining plots, and I did not do the stuff correctly. But I like the movie. Okay, I'll just say I liked the movie. I did like.
Okay, well, what's the good thing you actually watched this week?
I rewatched La La Land.
Let's go!
Greatest movie of all time. I will die on this hill.
Yeah.
And every song is a banger in that movie. The themes of the movie is a banger. The colors are a banger. The cinematography, there's nothing wrong with that movie. Everything is perfect.
And then didn't you also skip, or you forced us to delay the podcast yesterday because you were watching something, right?
Dexter watch party with the floor, with my dorm floor.
With the floor, yeah. What did you watch original series?
No, yeah, the original, starting with episode 1.
Nice.
Oh,
how far do you get?
Good. Did not even finish the first episode. Everybody got distracted too quickly.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I didn't even finish the first episode. I gotta lock in on that. I got a month of Paramount Plus recently, so I'll probably try to watch it.
When are we gonna finally watch?
Wait, why did you buy Paramount? Aren't we all on Yahir's Paramount?
No, because I wanted to get it for my family. I didn't want to give my family Yahir's login. I feel like that is just a bit a step too far.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right. Well, Aiden.
What?
Did you watch? I've been keeping up with Peacemaker season 2, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah, when we get to Peacemaker. And I think, did we start Peacemaker this week, or did we talk about it last week?
Last week, but we didn't talk about it.
Oh yeah, so we watched the first episode of Peacemaker. We gotta get back on
episodes.
That. Did we watch 3?
It was 3. We watched 3 episodes.
Oh, we watched 3. Okay, cool. And I believe is there 10 in the first season?
Yes, I think it's 10 in both.
So we gotta knock out Peacemaker, and then did we say we're doing Stranger Things next?
I think so, because before season 5 comes out.
Before the final season.
Yeah. And then we need to watch the finale of Dexter Resurrection, but we're waiting on somebody for that.
We are waiting, and then we will talk about the entire season on the pod with him.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
All right, Aiden,
Beck, you do your singles first, because half of them are stuff that I wanted to watch, but you watched without me, which is awesome.
Great.
This is quite frankly great.
First solo thing, I watched Bullet Train. Nicola, I remember you kept gassing up this film. It is really good.
This is my dad's favorite movie. He's on 90% of the time.
Season 1 of Peacemaker is 8 episodes.
Oh, okay. So even closer.
It's 40 minutes long, so that's why. We definitely only watched the first 2. We did not watch the 3rd episode yet.
I thought we did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, we definitely haven't.
But yeah, I watched Bullet Train. It was really good. It's the same guy that did The Fall Guy, and I feel like both of those are just like really just good original action movies. That are like very
But Bullet
like
Train is
fresh
also
and
like
comedic.
really funny.
It is really funny, yeah.
I think Bullet Train is better than Fall Guy.
I agree, yeah. And I also feel like jumping between the different people is really cool, and then discovering how they all connect to each other.
Yeah, I love those type of movies. It's kind of like Dunkirk was also like that, where it's like the different perspectives at different times, but they all meet at the end.
Yeah. Next thing I watched the original Tron.
Okay, I'll have you know, Beck was like halfway through the movie, and I'm like, Beck, why are you watching this without me? I will watch this. And then he went on to finish it and watch the sequel.
Yeah.
This guy
Sequel?
sucks.
Aiden,
I hate this guy.
I want you to know, like 90% of the films I want to watch are films you're like, wait for me for this. I'm like, I can't wait for you for every single film I want to watch.
How do I phrase this?
Let me know when you're watching a movie and I'll watch it with you.
How do I phrase this? I think Tron Legacy is better than the original Tron because it has Daft Punk.
Okay, so let me explain to you. The original Tron fucking sucks. This movie. So the original Tron just sucks so much. Like it's like not even like that like interesting of like or like the stakes. I mean, like it's kind of like an interesting idea where it's like a guy gets stuck in a computer and he has to like do all this stuff. But then like there's like kind of no stakes where it's like, guys, I want to make money because this guy stole my idea. And then also like so much of the film is random, just establishing shots or wide shots, just trying to show off the computer graphics because this was in 1982, and they were like, guys, look, we did 3D graphics. Look at these. But like when you're watching them in like 2025, you're like, this is why you just keep showing me these random wide shots of terrible 3D environments.
Terrible.
The
original Tron looks great.
You have not watched the original Tron.
It's awesome. It has such a unique early 80s CG aesthetic, and it's awesome.
Good. I am not conceding this point. It does not look good. And also, okay, randomly,
but it's not even the first ever use of computer generated. That goes to Vertigo. The Vertigo intro is the first ever computer generated.
So the craziest thing that happens is like near the end of the movie, there's like the main guy Flynn. He's like, guys, the main guy Tron, who's the movie's named after. He thinks Tron died. And then 5 minutes later, he kisses the girl that Tron was dating. Who is literally just a random computer program. So
see, that's what I would have done.
No, he's right.
The second either of you guys die, I'm kissing your AI girlfriends.
Okay, the thing is, I would agree for you if we were talking about Tron Legacy. So Tron Legacy, way better movie. Like there's like a lot more like it does have Daft Punk. But it's like a lot more interesting. First off, CGI way better. It's by the same guy that did F1 and Top Gun Maverick, same director. Yeah. It's like he makes really good stuff. And it's like a lot more like actual stakes, like the evil AI programs want to take over the world. CGI is a lot good. I feel like the character dynamics are actually interesting because it's not.
Wow, you're telling me that when did Tron Legacy come out?
2010, like 30 years after.
You're telling me in 30 years after the original one, the CGI got better? Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it has a lot more like interesting characters because it just kind of felt like, in the first one, the robotic programs felt very robotic and they weren't very interesting. That's crazy. I don't know why it would be like that. But in Tron Legacy, the characters are actually interesting. You know, just because it fits with the style of the movie does not make the characters good, you know? Okay, so Tron Legacy was really good. Other solos I had.
In other words, by the way, it is 81 degrees in Daytona Beach right now.
Oh, yes. It is 65 and cloudy in Boston.
Oh, and the humidity has started to rise again. It's 81% humidity.
Yo, get those numbers up.
And, you know, while we're here, might as well take a pause and hit us with the Uri's Pow Pow.
Yeah.
Uri Pow Pow right now.
Okay, wait. Actually, low-key, I only have one thing that I would love to talk about. Then we do the Uri Pow Pow.
Okay. Cancel the Uri Pow Pow. Take the graphic off screen. And then...
Yes.
All right, and then Beck can talk about his one more thing.
I watched This Is Spinal Tap, which is like kind of the original mockumentary, because... You know, Spinal Tap 2's coming out this weekend, and my sister wanted to watch it with me. So I watched it. It was really good. A lot of the like jokes have like really like found their way like into the mainstream. It's like a very like culturally important film. In general, just a really good time. And then
great. I'll try to watch it this week because I want to watch the sequel.
And the other stuff I watched, I won't talk about because Aiden has not seen them, and I want him to.
I would like to see it, Beck, but you chose one of the movies that literally is not able. You were not able to watch it. You just got
wait
really
2
lucky.
months, bro.
You just got really lucky.
I'll
watch it day one. I'll watch it day one. Don't worry.
And then also Twinless, which I know you tried to go to, but
but it was
But hopefully you can watch it when it comes to streaming or gets in theaters.
It'll probably be on streaming in like a week or something.
But yeah, it's really good. So Uri Pow Pow graphic on the screen.
All right, so it's 70. What was it? It's 54 and raining in Sydney right now.
This guy's wet.
It's wet there. So
wet right now.
So what has Uri watched since last week? So, hold on, where's his fucking Letterboxd? Forgot to bring it up.
He hasn't watched that much.
He's watched stuff. Don't worry.
Oh,
he's watched a couple things.
He's watched 3 things.
That's because we didn't talk about last week. So what has he got? So he has watched. What the fuck? Here, sort by.
So the first thing he watched was Bad Influence: The Dark Side of Kidfluence.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, newest first. There we go. All right, I got it. Okay, so he watched. What is this one? No, we talked about this one. Did we talk about Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, we did, because I remember we talked about Unknown Number, High School Catfish. We were like, we really want to hear Uri's opinion on this.
Right, okay, so first one, Bad Influence, The Dark Side of Kidfluencing, from 2025, so Beck added to the list.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, Netflix just pumps out these documentaries. It's crazy.
Yeah. This eye-opening documentary exposes teens and parents reveal disturbing accounts of abuse and exploitation within the world of child influencers. Yeah,
so another dark documentary in the Uri book.
Uri has given this a 3.5 stars and says, "So we just have pedophilia website out in the open?" ?
Yeah, and then I commented on that, being if I had a nickel for every time Uri watched a documentary about pedophiles.
Yeah. Next, he watched Freakier Friday, which
we'll talk about
in a moment. He gave it a 3 stars, and he said, "Damn, Jamie Lee Curtis, I didn't know you had game like that," and I agree. He clearly saw them in the movie, so I agree with him. Next, he watched The Roses, which none of us really wanted to watch, but I might try to watch it.
This movie looks so unfunny.
He said 3.5 stars for this. I think this was the prequel to her character in The Bear, and I assume he's talking about Olivia Colman's character. Is she in The Bear?
Oh, yeah.
I
mean, if he's saying that, I would assume so.
But he gave it 3.5, but no like. So I don't know if he was like, this was like a good movie, I didn't like it, or if it was just like he liked it, but like not.
I don't know.
enough to
Maybe
give
he
it a
liked
like.
it.
I don't know. If
I don't
only
know.
we had a podcast we could talk to him about it.
That's so
We
true.
need to make that.
So true, Beck Lyons. All right, and then he also watched The Paper. I also watched The Paper, and I'll talk about that last because I really want to go in depth on it. Okay, what were my singles? My singles I've Wall-E. I rewatched Wall-E.
5.
Great movie. I watched Nobody 1 and 2 in the same day. They are literally the same
They
movie.
are. They are
Jesus
so
Christ.
similar. It's fucking crazy.
So similar. It was very funny
They're the
watching them back
exact
to back
same
because I was like,
team up.
wait a minute.
They
I was like,
teamed
oh,
up-
wait a minute. This is the same movie.
Yeah.
Like, just plot beats exactly the same.
Like
Funny.
burning all the money, and then the mob boss getting very mad at him, and then he has to build the Home Alone style contraption to
Yeah.
beat all them with
It's
his dad and
the
his
same
brother.
thing.
It's literally just the exact same movie.
Yeah. I rewatched Hamilton. They did a theatrical release of the 2016
I heard about
movie.
that.
It was really good. I mean, it's Hamilton,
Yeah.
so it's really good.
I had to leave early when I found out it was a rap show.
Oh, true. That's a Dexter.
They
Dexter
did
reference.
have a whole Dexter episode about Hamilton, and by whole episode I mean they made like 2 jokes about it.
Yeah. And then I watched the first Freaky Friday in preparation for Freakier Friday. And I want to say, in this movie, Anna does absolutely nothing wrong. Like, Lindsay Lohan's character, I guess that's less... Okay, I'm going to say, like, specifically Anna, the daughter, does nothing wrong in this movie. She is just put through it at school because of bullshit, and her mom doesn't listen to her. And then when she is in her mom's body, like, she does spend a lot of money, but then besides that, she is just thrust into this, like, job she has no idea how to do and just messes up that way. And that's not really her fault, I think. I don't think that Anna was in the wrong at all.
Yeah.
However, I do think Jamie Lee Curtis' mom definitely overstepped a lot of the time.
Oh, guys, I also forgot to mention. Sorry, this is completely off topic though.
Yeah.
The icy flavor at that fucking theater is insane. You have
Banana?
banana, cotton candy, and orange icy flavors.
I've never seen any of
Is it blue
those.
That's the
cotton
only
candy?
flavors they have. They don't have any normal icy flavors. I genuinely have
Are they
never-
good?
I didn't try them. Also, holy shit, the prices are insane. Because like, they don't have like a membership thing. Movie ticket is like $14, which I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's reasonable, I guess.
This medium popcorn by itself, no drink, nothing, was also $14.
Okay, that's crazy.
God damn.
It's $7.50
damn.
at my theater, or the theater I went to.
When the popcorn, not even the large popcorn, is the same price as the ticket, you are fucking scamming people. Holy fuck.
Any
Also-
time you're selling popcorn, it's like triple or like quadruple like the price it should be.
Definitely
Yeah.
I can tell that I'm spoiled from California theaters because I walk into this theater and I'm like, this is like low-key a ghetto ass theater. Like it feels like it's kind of falling apart. And my friend walks in who's like from not from California, and he's like, damn, this is a nice ass theater.
Did it have like the reclining seats?
Yeah, it had reclining seats, but it was like the seats were like low-key falling apart and cracked, and like there was no heating, no ventilation, like in our Cinemark and stuff like that. Everything just felt a little bit dirty, stuff like that. Like it just wasn't. It's just California ones are low-key. I mean, it makes sense. It's California. We are the film state.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
Okay, that's my tangent anyway. Let's go back to the main event.
All right, do we want to talk about the good movie or the bad movie first, Beck?
Let's talk about the bad.
This
movie.
is Granny Head, by the way. This is how we look at Granny
Oh, that's
Head.
pretty good. All right, so there was this movie released a couple weeks ago on Netflix, directed by Gennady Tarkovsky. You know, the guy that made Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack and
Primal,
Primal
Unicorn
and Generator
Warriors
Rex.
Eternal.
Unicorn Warriors, all these good shows or whatever.
He also directed all 3 of the Hotel Transylvania movies, right?
Yeah. And the Clone Wars TV show and movie.
Which you still gotta watch because Clone Wars is low-key peak.
No.
It's
This
the Clone Wars
this is
pilot.
a different Clone Wars.
Oh.
It's a different Clone Wars.
It's
Anyways.
the 2D pilot one.
Yeah, anyways. He made a movie called Fixed. An animated movie, original IP animated movie, about a dog whose balls are getting removed. And so he has to have a night on the town with his best buds before his balls get removed.
They want to take the balls.
This is a very strange movie, I can already tell.
So Adam Devine dog with balls it really wants to have sex with showgirl dog Catherine Houghton dog, and then Idris Elba dog is like, do not worry, Adam Devine dog, we will get you, we will use your balls. And then Fred Armisen dog is like, yes, it's me, Fred Armisen dog. This movie is awful.
I can assume. I could tell.
You feel dirty watching this movie.
Yeah, I would.
It kind of feels like there's been like so many movies that are like trying to be like, I don't know. It kind of feels like, like Has-Been Hotels like trying like so hard to say like fuck all the time. It's like this one's like trying so hard to be like edgy with like dog balls, and it's like you're not being funny.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much dog sex in this movie.
Yeah, so basically the director was just horny, but he couldn't do humans, because that would be a porno, so he did dogs instead.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know how this even got greenlit.
I'm not sure either. There's a lot.
I don't know how fucking Megapolis got greenlit, but
Well, because that was he was like pretty famous. Yeah. But like I heard he was trying to pitch the show or this movie for like 10 years. And I'm like, now I understand why it took him 10 years. It should have taken him 10 more.
It should have taken him. He should not have come out, I think.
Yeah.
It's just like 0 years. It's just like he's so nasty and like so not funny and so predictable.
Keep it in the drafts, bro.
You see everything coming like 10 miles away. You're like, oh, okay, so there's gonna be a third act misunderstanding, and he's gonna get with the girl at the end. Also, the end of the movie, the last like 15 minutes is by far the worst of it. Like you think like the whole movie, you're like, this is terrible. But okay, so here's what happens. So he doesn't want the girl dog that he loves to be bred with the other show dog. So he goes and takes it in the ass for her.
He gets raped by the other dog to impress the girl dog.
Very impressive. So what is this? So is this movie an allegory for something?
I don't know.
Oh no, man!
It's an allegory for the director.
I think it's meant to be like, be okay if your balls get chopped off.
It's be okay if your balls get chopped off.
Because the girl dog, like, I would still love you even if you don't have balls.
I would still.
Yeah.
I would still love you if you get raped.
I'm so confused how you gave this 1 star and not half a star.
And not 0 stars, man.
What compelled you to give it a little bit more? Because don't say the animation, because the animation isn't even that good. It isn't. The character designs are awful.
Okay, anyway, moving on to I Saw the TV Club.
Oh, you watched it?
No, but you did watch something similar.
What, Freaky Friday?
Lesbian space princess.
We're not talking about that.
We can't talk about that. So I'll just tell the story behind it real quick. I've been following this movie since it was announced. It's an Australian production, so like it toured all the film festivals there. And then I was randomly checking Letterboxd like 2 days ago, and it was like, yeah, showtimes plus tickets nearby. And I'm like, what? So I click it, and turns out my like local independent nonprofit theater was having a queer film festival, and they were playing it 2 months before its original release date. And I'm like, so I'm gonna go on a 30-minute train ride.
The Beck theory and the TV is glowing. Let's go.
That is my review. More evidence for Beck theory.
Yeah.
But I will not talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for Aiden. But it is current number 1 2025 film for me.
Wow. Anyway, one last comment.
Okay,
I want to say,
you always have to take that with a grain of salt. Number 1, Beck Lions. Number 2, Beck Lions theory. Number 3, Beck Lions.
True. Anyway, I wanted to say one more thing about Fixed. The dichotomy of both of the Sony animated films that have come out this summer on Netflix is just like
the quality difference.
One hand you have Fixed, one of the worst animated movies that exist. Hard to watch, painful. And then you have K-pop Demon Hunters sitting on this high pedestal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. The difference in quality in the studio
Maybe
is
that's
absolutely insane.
Is that Netflix releases one super shitty thing and one super good thing, so that it makes the good thing look even better and makes the good thing look great.
No, it's not even Netflix. It's Sony Animation.
Yeah, no, but they're both published by Netflix.
They're gonna do the same thing for Spider-Verse. They're gonna release Spider-Verse, and then they're gonna release something super shit so that Spider-Verse looks even better.
Yeah.
So
that might be the Steph Curry goal movie then.
This might be my cue to leave, guys.
Oh, you have to go.
I must leave. I will see you guys on the next episode.
Goodbye,
Nicola.
Goodbye.
I'll just tell you about the paper later.
We'll be talking about the Freakier movie.
The Freaky Friday.
The Freakier Friday. All right, Aiden, now that he's gone, let's talk about Freakier Friday.
Yeah, okay, so I did really like the first movie when I watched it. I didn't really say, but I thought like good, fun movie. And the premise is, I guess even though it's like technically the third iteration of like this one book, it's still a very enjoyable movie.
So yeah, I've seen the original movie, but it was like 8 years ago or something. So I remember like parts of it. But then I was like, yeah, I'll watch the new one when it comes out. And I thought it was good. I was not feeling it in like the first half, but the second half kind of like paid off on a lot of stuff. And
you watched it by yourself, right?
I did. Did I watch it by myself? I watched it by myself.
I remember you sending a photo of your ticket saying "getting freaky in the theater by myself."
I did get freaky in the theater by myself.
That's great. I thought that I saw it with a friend, and I think that made it better. But I had a great time watching this movie. I think it's definitely like a solid legacy sequel. Yeah, you can tell that everyone involved was having a good time and like wanted it to happen, like a real story that's not just a cash grab.
There is one thing that I felt like kind of held it back, where since it's because of legacy sequel, I feel like they really wanted to have like Jamie Lee Curtis have like a starring role in it. So having her
Jamie Lee Curtis was the one that like pushed this movie.
Yeah, I get that, but like in terms of like the story structure, it doesn't make a lot of sense for Jamie Lee Curtis to swap with the stepsister. You know?
No, I do.
Like, there's not a lot of like connection between the two of them. Like, you get like mother-daughter. That was like the first one, and now it's happening again. But like,
but girl and step grandmother is
like weird. Have like I don't know, like 2 conversations before they swap.
I think it works though. I think the movie works with it well, and I do think the ending is like sweet. Because it's kind of not really about her. It's kind of about this is the same with the first. It's about the daughter and the husband, which is kind of how the first movie was. It was more about Anna and her relationship with Ryan. So,
It did also
but
feel crazy that they were getting married 6 months after they met each other.
Hey, they did it in The Conjuring.
They did do it. I was about to bring it up in The Conjuring, being like, so this is basically this Freakier Friday.
It's Freakier Friday, yeah. I don't know. I thought the opening was kind of pointless. I guess it sets all the characters up, I suppose.
Yeah.
In a decent way. But the movie was good. What happens in this movie is that mom and daughter swap, and the Jamie Lee Curtis and sister swap, and the girls are like, we gotta stop our parents from getting married.
Yeah.
And hijinks ensue. Silliness happens. It was very funny. It's a very funny movie.
Yes.
I mean, obviously they can't do all the humor that they did in the original because 3 and standards have changed, but it kind of felt they had a lot of similar humor moments, I think, which was good. Like the first thing that Jamie Lee Curtis does when she swaps it back is touch her boobs, which is great. She did that in the first movie.
Really?
Yeah. The first thing she does is touch her boobs, and she's like, "These aren't mine." in the new movies, that's the first thing she back into her body again. Very funny.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely like see, especially like in this movie, kind of the shift towards like Gen Z being more of like the young audience that they're like targeting, you know?
Yeah, I think that makes sense though.
Yeah. I just like I feel like I've noticed it a lot in films recently where they're like specifically calling out like Gen Z as like kind of the like one to like make fun of, because usually like a couple years ago it was always like the millennials, and now it's definitely shifting a lot to Gen Z in terms of like.
Although I think for some things Gen Z just feels more like millennials still in some movies.
Yeah.
Like they don't really get it, so they're like they're just smaller millennials maybe.
Yeah.
They're on their phone.
It just feels like
maybe.
You always target. I feel like I've noticed this a lot, where you target like the 20 or like teenage years, and you target also the 50 something years, and I feel like you have that with like Jamie Lee Curtis, and then also having like the younger audience, kind of like to have that whole age range of main characters to make people connect more with the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember reading, I'm in like my screenwriting book, because you want to kind of have the main character be the same age as your target demographic.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I really liked Freakier Friday. I had a good time. I think the emotional moments of the family were like really well done. I think especially with the dad. I liked the stuff with Jake and bringing him back, because he is clearly just like Lindsay Lohan's character is just like good friends with this guy from high school.
And then they're trying to like flirt with him.
Yeah, and he's very like in the first movie he very much wants Jamie Lee Curtis carnally, and in this movie it's still very clear, especially at the end when like he's like, "Hey, this," and she looks exactly like Jamie Lee Curtis does in the original movie. So I thought he was like a funny character to bring back. And it's not like this guy from the first movie. It's like this is an important character from the first movie. It makes sense that he came back in some capacity, and like it doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It's just like it like all makes sense. I think everything in this movie makes sense and doesn't feel like it's like trying to like reach or anything. You know?
Yeah.
Like it feels like a natural sequel.
The dad emotional stuff I felt was a lot stronger than the mom emotional stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like how Lindsay Lohan as a mom is like polar opposite to how Jamie Lee Curtis is as a mom in the first movie. Which makes sense because she doesn't want to be like her mom, but then that to the same problem that she ends up her child is exactly like her, just because for a different reason. And then Jamie Lee Curtis, because now she's older and a grandma and knows how things work, is like a good person and is like,
is able to vibe with the granddaughter. Yeah.
Which I think is like really natural character growth, like between movies. Like it felt very natural, and I think the acting was great again from both Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. In the first movie, Lindsay Lohan was like fine. In this movie, she's much better now that she actually like is a real actress. And Jamie Lee Curtis still very good at acting like a 16-year-old. And then the two girls were like, whatever, they're good.
Yeah. I mean, they're like child actors, so I mean, it's like cutting them slack. Overall, it was better than I thought it would be. It did feel like it was going to be like a cash grab, like legacy sequel, but ended up being better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. One thing before you talk about the paper is for my writing for television class. So you know how like last year when Uri was doing the Always Sunny spec script?
Yeah.
I am deciding on what to do for my spec script.
Yeah.
So right now I have to like prepare 2 for 2 different shows, and I'm planning on doing one for Fallout, and the other is for like the TED show on Peacock.
Okay.
So I need to pitch the log line next week, so I'm gonna test it out on you.
Yeah, okay.
Since you've seen the TED show.
Hold on, Beck. Fallout seems way more complicated.
It is.
Why would you do that to yourself?
So, okay. Because I want to I want to have like an example of like a more like lighter-hearted, like comedy script, and more of like a drama script. So I feel like I want to do, because I have like the pilot that I'm working on, and I also want to have like more of like a drama example, and that's why I was thinking more Fallout, because it's still lighthearted but still more of a drama.
Yeah.
And then TED, I was just like, well, I'll pitch one comedy logline and one drama logline.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking for the TED one was just kind of like. So my logline is, when John and Ted's weed dealer gets busted by the cops for a big test, they must traverse the dangerous streets of Boston to find the necessary study medicine. Thoughts?
So the premise is they gotta go find weed somewhere else.
They gotta go find weed in Boston.
Okay.
What do you think?
They aren't in Boston in the show. This is like for
Aren't they in
the
Boston?
script. I don't know.
No, they're in Boston. I swear they're in Boston.
Show take place. Is it Boston?
They're on a Boston suburb. Yeah.
It is Boston. Okay.
That's why I picked like the Boston. Yeah.
That's good.
Because I say that they're like the suburb, and then they have to go to like the city, and then like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, it's for class. You'll be fine.
It is for class, yeah.
You'll be fine. Yeah.
So
I'll read it when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you're the only other person I know that's actually seen the TED show. So
Uri's watched it.
Uri's watched it. Really?
We've all. I thought we all saw it.
I don't. I feel like it was only you and me talking about it when it came out.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I know Uri's seen Fallout, so I'm gonna pitch him the Fallout line. But yeah, I've been like just generating ideas for those. So I'll have a spec script by the end of the semester, because that's basically the big project of the season or the semester. All right, talk about the paper.
Okay, the paper. So I really like The Office. I think it's a great show. I think it's like a top 10 of shows that I've seen. Very much classic, very much rooted in pop culture and like in the cultural zeitgeist, you know. So they made a spinoff of it for Peacock original, and it is a one season right now. They greenlit it for season 2. One season, they dropped it all at once, 10 episodes. I hated that because I watched it all in one day, and I'd rather not done that.
Crazy. Like I like seeing that you binged it all in one day because I feel like that'd be a miserable show to like binge all in one day.
Well, The Office is a very good show to binge. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of being the same kind of style helped it a lot. And it's very much like the based on like the trailer, and there was like no promotion, very little about it. And just kind of almost shadow dropped pretty much. Like we knew it was coming out, but like not really any trailers. Just knew that it was an Office spinoff with new characters about like a newspaper, and Oscar was there. That's pretty much all we knew. It is a lot better than I thought. It is like a solid. It is like a solid like 7 out of 10. Like it was pretty enjoyable the whole way through. Like there wasn't really much that I didn't like. And like Freakier Friday, it didn't feel like it was just like writing off the original one. It felt like its own thing, which I was really worried about. Which like I didn't want it to be just the original show. There, I think, aside from just Oscar being there, there is like 3 references to the original series in like all 10 of these episodes combined, which is very, like, very impressive.
Cameos from the Office characters, or just the one main guy?
So this is what all of the stuff. One of them, Oscar, like, is on the phone with Stanley. You don't hear Stanley, but he's just on the phone. He's like, "Yes, Stanley, I made it in the newspaper," or whatever. That's fine. That's cute. The other ones are like the main character, Ned, is like, "Oscar, are you having fun working?" He's like, "My old boss did that, and it really didn't help. So please don't ask me that." And he's like, "All right." So, and then the other one was just like he was like, my old boss always said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take," which is also just like a famous bit. Oscar was not there for that. That's from the Michael Scott Paper Company. He is not involved in that. I don't know how he. But still a nice reference, I suppose. But that was it. That was pretty much all the references because they all had to come from Oscar. And I guess the setup also. The first episode starts with them going to the old building and talking to Vance, to what's his face from Vance Refrigeration. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Dunder Mifflin. They shut down in 2019."
Is that when the show ended?
No.
Oh.
It's not when the show ended. The show ended.
I feel like that's like a perfect like time to like say when it shut.
It ended in 2013. So. Yeah. But so Dunder Mifflin shut down, which is kind of sad. I don't know why they had to comment on that. But now the same documentary crew is watching, and they're in Toledo, Ohio, and they are filming this newspaper business, I suppose. And it's like part of this bigger company that just makes other paper products like toilet paper and stuff. But they have a newspaper.
That's why it's called the paper.
Well, it's called the paper. And so the setup is this new guy, Ned Sampson. He's the new editor-in-chief. And he's gonna make this paper great again. So we've got.
Did he show up on stage with a "Make the Paper Great Again" hat?
No, he did not. So here are the characters. There's not very many, but I want to go pretty enjoyable characters. So we have Ned. He is the main guy. He's the main character. He's the new editor-in-chief. I guess he's the boss. Not really. He's the new guy. And he's who we follow for it. And what I was worried about was like, because he's the like manager, he's the editor-in-chief. I was worried that he was going to be like a Michael or a Jim. There is not a character. Like, characters do not just like mirror old characters. They are their own thing, which was what I was really worried about. I wasn't I didn't want them to be like, "Oh, this is the Michael. this is the Jim, this is the Dwight. There's none of that. They're all their unique characters, which is great. So we have Ned, he's the new editor-in-chief. We have Esmeralda, who was the managing editor, but then Ned was fired, so she was dropped down a level, unfortunately. I don't like her character. I think she's really annoying. We have Mare, who is the compositor for the paper. She's the love interest. That was one part that's annoying. They do like a will they for the season. Like, I know they will, so stop edging me, please.
It's not even a will they won't they. It's a will they do a will they won't they.
Yeah. or when will it is pretty much.
When will they do the will?
When
so
will it
happen?
Okay. Yeah. There is Detrick. He's like the sales rep. There's Adelita. She's an accountant. There's Adam, who's another accountant. Nicole, who's I don't remember what she is. She does something. There's Ken. I don't know what his job was. He's like kind of the boss. Wikipedia says the corporate strategist. I don't know if that's a real job.
That feels like an unnecessary job.
Yeah, we have.
Do they
Barry,
show any the work they're doing, or is it just like company banter, like The Office?
No, they actually do stuff.
Okay.
In this, they actually do stuff. We have Barry, he's the most this is a character from The Office. He's like the Creed replacement, which is fine. He doesn't do a lot anyways. He's just an old guy in the corner who's sleeping mostly the whole time. We have Travis. He's another character. He works for the toilet paper part of The Office, but also helps with the newspaper just because he's bored. And I like him. I like him a lot. He's really funny. And then we have the CEO of the company, Marv. So those are the characters. I think they're all very fun. I think they're very enjoyable to watch, which you would hope for a sitcom like this. But it is definitely, they do their job. Like, the second episode is them all going out into the field and trying to get stories. The third one is they're doing another story about mattress pricing or whatever. There's a blogger who it's like a teenage blogger, and they're like, damn, this guy sucks, we gotta get it back at him. There's one about a catfish scam, and Esmeralda's involved in it, but she doesn't want to talk about it, but they're also write the news article about it. There's one where just the boss comes, the CEO is working in the office with them, and they write something about him. There's one where they cover a news story. They're trying to cover a news story about they have this toilet paper glove thing, and it clogs the sewers, and so it's kind of they're going against the company by writing about the product that they're making, saying it's clogging the sewers.
That's definitely a reference to. Do you know those the weird wet wipe toilet paper that completely just destroys sewage systems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one where they investigate a cult thing, and now this one's the definitely oh my god, will they won't they episode. And then there's the journalism awards episode, which kind of felt a little bit like a Dundies, or the one where Dwight wins the award. It kind of felt like that a little bit, but it was still enjoyable. I like all the character relationship. One thing that was kind of annoying, because it's a newer show and they kind of got to do newer stuff. The characters of Nicole and Detrick are Detrick kind of likes Nicole, so he asks her out or whatever, and they do go out a couple times. But it's really because Nicole did not think the relationship was monogamous. And that was really annoying. She was like, I thought you were seeing other people. He's like, I was not seeing other people. And it's I guess we gotta break up then. It's what am I watching? It was annoying. But I did like both of their characters separately, like outside of that interaction. I quite like the show. I think it's not the funniest thing, but you're not like groaning at it, you know?
Yeah. Where would you put it in terms of like Parks and Rec, The Office, Abbott Elementary, in terms of like mockumentary sitcoms? Like, how would you rank them?
I haven't seen Parks and Rec. It's probably below all of them. Because all those other shows are like legitimately really good. But it's like not as bad as the worst of The Office, but like it is definitely like if like you did these concepts in like season 4 or 5 of The Office, like they would probably like go down as just whatever good episodes of The Office. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not bad at all. There's not like it's not writing on The Office. Like it's just another mockumentary. Oscar is like really enjoyable in this. He's not overused. Kind of like against being on the documentary. Before kind of coming around, but he is like such a boring character that he fits perfectly in this show. And it's not like his like super flanderized like, oh, I'm super snobby and gay like from the last kind of seasons of The Office. It is more of his original like season 1, 2, 3, like very calm, very in the background character. I think him being gay is mentioned like twice, which is incredibly tame because in like later seasons of The Office, it was like every minute that Oscar was on screen, they had to pump out one mention of sexuality. He was really enjoyable in the show. I am back because just his character is so malleable and could do like whatever, and his chemistry with the other characters in the show, like him and the other accounting characters, or just him and Ned, is pretty enjoyable. I don't know. I had a great time with this show.
Yeah.
I am excited to see a season 2. I'm hoping for more episodes than just 10, because that was really annoying, and I hope they don't drop it all at once because that was also really annoying. I don't know.
I feel like the torch very much has been passed a lot since The Office. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
maybe if it had come out like, I don't know, like 2015 or something, and maybe if it had make more sense. But I feel like it's gone from like The Office to then Parks and Rec, and then now kind of like Abbott Elementary is like
I think Abbott's
really
holding it.
really going strong as like the kind of mockumentary sitcom.
I mean, what, Abbott's on season 5?
Season 5
next
is
month?
coming out. Yeah, we were for my grading for television class, we had to analyze the Abbott pilot. And it kind of made me realize just how much I like the show, so I want to kind of get back into it.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It is a really good show.
I think the season after, I mean, Office is like kind of the same way. The seasons after, like, they actually get together. Jeanine and Gregory are like pretty enjoyable because now you're not suffering through the will they won't they. We got to get rid of that. They just gotta will from the very start. You know.
Yeah.
Or just won't from the very start. Either way, I'm okay with either. Just don't edge me because it's very annoying and it's so predictable.
Yeah, I feel like that's all for this episode, right?
Yeah.
Anything
But
else?
I would get I would give the paper a watch, honestly.
Yeah.
I know you're not like
Here's
an
the
Office
problem was
fan,
I tried watching it on like
Uh-huh.
the Peacock sign-in you gave me, and it said, "Yeah, get premium to watch the show."
What?
Like for some reason, I don't have premium on the account you gave me.
What do you mean?
I
can
don't know.
watch
It says
fine.
upgrade to watch.
I literally I got premium so I could watch it.
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
Yeah, and even when I go on your profile, it still says upgrade to watch.
Really?
I don't know what is happening.
Okay, well, I can, if you want to watch it, I can like stream it to you because I'll watch it again.
I'll find a way. But
I'll watch it again if you want to watch it. I'm okay with that.
I'll probably watch Abbott, and then later probably do the paper.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cancel my Peacock.
Yeah, you can
subscription
cancel
at,
the
like, end of
Peacock
the month, though.
subscription. Maybe in like 6 months or something, when a Peacock thing comes out that I want, I'll
Okay.
get a month. Yeah.
Okay.
It is cool though. I got a Paramount Plus because they have like a 50% off student discount, so
That's
I'm
good.
able to watch. I want to watch the new South Parks weekly, and that's only on Paramount Plus or cable, which I do have at home. I don't have cable in college.
That makes sense, I think.
Yeah. So that was 139. I believe
That was 139.
Aiden will be planning 140, a special. Maybe not as big
Yeah.
scale of a special, but we'll still make it something special.
I'll try to do something.
All right. Remember, always use Celsius. See you next
Thanks,
time.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Goodbye. Watch the paper, maybe.